James Parsons has hailed the fresh approach the Springboks used in their record victory over the All Blacks in Wellington. The former Test and Blues hooker believes that Rassie Erasmus' charges used subtle tactics which helped South Africa in being far more ruthless with the ball in hand, particularly once they entered New Zealand's 22. In Round 3 of the Rugby Championship, the Springboks spoiled multiple opportunities in the All Blacks 22, capitalizing on just 2 of their 13 entries through tries for Kobus Reinach and Malcolm Marx. However, they had a much better conversion rate in Wellington, grabbing 6 tries from their 12 entries, with Cheslin Kolbe crossing twice, while Andre Esterhuizen, Kwagga Smith, Damian Willems and R.G. Snyman added further 5-pointers. 4 of their 6 tries came in the final 20 minutes of the clash at Sky Stadium, and while that was certainly the turning point in the fixture, Parsons says that the cracks for New Zealand were already showing the week prior and that the conditions played a big role in the All Blacks' heaviest defeat in their history as they were thrashed 43-10 by their fiercest rivals. Springboks mindset shift. He dived into the Springboks attacking stats and detailed how a subtle change in the way the South Africans carried into contact made a huge difference. He suggests that a tactical tweak saw the Boks carry more conservatively, meaning that they went to ground far quicker and didn't fight for more yards post-contact in order to speed up the attack and give the All Blacks defense less time to react. You can isolate the second half, but it wasn't going all our way, Parsons remarked on the Aotearoa Rugby podcast. Also looking back to Eden Park, we said if we allowed South Africa to have that many opportunities again, and we knew Wellington was going to be dry conditions, it was too much ball, too much territory to be able to withstand it, any defense would crumble. I suppose it shows that in the sense that South Africa still had 21 turnovers, but there are some key stats for me that just show why they were able to find the space on the outside. The breakdown is really critical, and we say rugby simple, you win the collision, you put yourself in a position defensively to bring line speed or play on top of teams. Well, South Africa won the collision on attack in particular. They had a 70% gain line, which is no surprise, but I think the All Blacks haven't faced a 70% gain line this season. They had 50% lightning quick ball, but one of the smart things, and I don't know if it's Tony Brown or Rassie Erasmus, is that they only had 13% dominant carries. As we've outlined previously, they're used to 50% or 60% dominant carries. You look at that stat and go, oh man, All Blacks must have done a job like in the tight collision, but it was more that the South Africans didn't try and overplay their hand in the contact. Further explaining the reasoning to go to ground more easily, he continued, this idea of post-contact meters and fighting your way actually buys the defense time, and what they did is they almost sacrificed those extra 2 or 3 meters to recycle that ball quickly. From a logical point of view, 70% gain line, you're on the back foot defensively, 50% lightning quick ball, you're again on the back foot, you just got no chance to get set, and then every time they took a close collision in tight, you are expecting it to be that big brute collision, the D tightens and then the Springboks have that quick recycle and then they play with width. The skills of Damian Willems and company just exposed that. It would be easy to go look at the 70% defensive stat and go one-on-one tackles is a key focus, but to bring it back to why it makes it challenging is purely around that collision area and the way the South Africans dominated those collisions but also played the chess game really well in terms of deciding when to go.